If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. For as little as $1 a month, you gain early access to Expansion Pass and Gamescast, audio versions of spoiler casts and interviews, and more perks at the tier that's right for you. You can even follow us for free and gain all of our main shows on one feed. If you can't support us financially, no big deal. You can head on over to youtube.com/Boss Rush Network or bossrush.net for more great content. Thanks for helping us continue to build something better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is the PC muscle race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Hey, LeRon.
What's up? So I heard the Temu version of me was on the show last week.
Yeah, Dollar Store LeRon was on. I'm just kidding. No, Ed
Great
was on
value
last
brand.
week. Yeah, the white labeled brand with the white and black text.
No offense to my substitute. I do apologize. There was a real life situation going on with me. So unfortunately I could not drop into the pocket dimension of the podcast world last week.
It's okay, LeRon. It happens. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Sorry about that though. Sorry to everybody I let down last week.
You let everyone down.
Oh, I know I did.
Well,
I know I did.
That's usually what people say to me, LeRon.
I would have the answer to that one.
I know. It's fine.
All
jokes here.
I'm trying to cheer you up, but you say stuff that kind of brings me down.
I love you, LeRon. You're the best.
Oh, you too, Corey.
You look great with your sleeves and your shirt. I don't know.
And my fresh haircut.
Yeah. Your little one silver streak in the front. Got like a robe.
It's so prominent because of the light. There's gray everywhere in my hair though.
Yeah, at least you have hair to cut. You know?
For now.
So you have any is this week better, LeRon, than last week? Are you doing all right though? For real? Is your week going all right?
The week to be determined. I know, and that's sad considering it's Wednesday. You know, it's Wednesday night. You know, to be determined is the best I can give you.
It's fair. But tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Yoshi Day. Did you know that? The new Yoshi game.
Yoshi Day.
My son's very excited for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I told him if he did good on his last day of school, we would get it and play it.
Why is my screen frozen? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know. Are we gonna have a problem?
Maybe, but that's I don't know if it's podcast safe. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been a long year.
I know. I know. And the years only is almost halfway done.
I know. And I really don't know where it's going, you know? But
right, yeah.
But hey, you know what? Life is good when you have friends and people who you care about and video games and shows and, you know, the things that bring you joy in life.
Yeah, true that.
The show brings me joy. Wednesday nights bring me joy. You bring me joy.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Even though, you know, like I guess everybody's like, I was like, LeRon's always yawning. Like it's just a byproduct. We're doing
life
this on a
happens,
Wednesday.
Man. We can't all just be staying awake all the time.
At the end of a work day, you know.
Yeah, we can't all just be staying awake all the time. You know, who do you think you are? Me? Jeez.
Yeah, you know what? Based on how things are going, I don't know if I want to be you. Like you work too damn much.
I'm working right now.
I work too damn much. I'm technically working too, you know. It's called the Boss Rush Podcast. That's my other job.
Yeah.
Somebody out there thought I was gonna say I was doing actual like real life work. No.
Oh,
No, it
hmm.
is go time right now, right here.
It is go time. You know, it's something, LeRon. You know, like I think I think what we need to do is quit life and make a lot of money
Oh,
doing this, and
I would
everybody
love
just.
to. The only problem is I need money.
I mean, that's fair, but yeah, that's fair.
I
You
I
got me.
I mean, there's no other way to slice it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. I would love to make more money doing this, but we don't make any. So the little we do make has to go into verification and all these other things that like just
Yeah.
doesn't, you know, it's like a be like a mediocre dinner for one at a nice restaurant.
When is this gonna take off?
Hey, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We did the whole channel spread thing and our views are way up.
Mhm.
Uh the algorithm, we're fighting it, fighting it, doing good.
We're fighting it?
We are. We are. Got that new logo going on, which I was bored, so I made one and I liked it. So we're using it. Um, yeah, things are good. Things are working. Um, anyways, LeRon, what do you what do
Yeah.
you what are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? I know
Well,
games are light, but I'm sure you're doing
yeah,
other stuff with your life.
games are definitely light. I can confidently I can confidently report that I have finished The Boys.
Ooh, is it
The
over?
the finale happened. Wait, today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, the finale happened today. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Cool. Did
normally
it end
I don't know
well? Did
why.
it
Sometimes it feels like I'm actually watching it like a day late, which I think I actually was this season. Like I was watching it like the next day. But today actually I was like, "Oh, it's the finale." So
oh,
I watched it today.
nice. I
Um
did it end well? Did it end like a good show or a bad show? Like, how
It
shows are
ended like a
always.
good show.
Okay.
It ended like a good show, honestly. I mean, like, there definitely is, like, a thing going on. There's a discourse going on online about, like, how the show was
What?
supposed to end, you know?
Discourse?
Yeah,
No way.
people want the show to, like, end the way the graphic novels and the comic book series did, which I get that, but I think you and I have had many a discussion on across all these podcasts, whether it's the Busters podcast, whether it was Crossroads, whether it was Pow Block, whether it was Standard Definition, that when they do TV shows, they cannot do a one-to-one adaptation of whatever it is they're getting, for TV and make it into a TV show. It never works. Number one, everybody already knows the outcome. Everybody already knows the outcome. This only
Mhm.
works in movies where everybody because a movie is a smaller block of time that people are invested. So they want to see the story. They want to see the story that they know, and this only works when it's a movie and when it's movies based off of books or movies that are adapted from like a cartoon or a miniseries. It's the only
Mhm.
time it works.
Yep.
If you're actually doing a series where like the storyline is spread out from anywhere to 6 to 15 to 20 episodes a season across XYZ number of years, you can't do a one-to-one representation of that thing because it is never gonna work out. It's never gonna work out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
People are gonna be so pissed. People are gonna be so pissed because they're gonna be like, "I sat here for all this time just to see what I already knew was gonna happen?"
Right.
Yeah, dummy. That's why that's why they don't do it.
Yeah.
That's why they don't do it. Because
Yeah,
in
I
all
mean,
seriousness,
there are
all that
there
time
are
invested. Mhm.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, all that time that's invested, like, like you're honestly gonna sit there and watch all that stuff that you spent an exorbitant amount of time like reading or ingesting, already. No,
Right.
that's just a waste of time.
Yeah. There's very few, adaptations of other mediums that you can truly move one-to-one, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's even things in, like, you think of Harry Potter or the Jason Bourne series, like there are things that they changed in those series to make it fit, the movies and stuff, right? And like, I know that Harry Potter
Yeah.
show's coming out, but I mean, they already changed a bunch of stuff in the show too.
Wait,
And it's not even
I
out
thought the
yet.
Harry Potter show was wait, I thought is it not a continuation from where the show left off? From where the movies left off or what?
No,
I
they're
thought
rebooting it. It's a
oh, it
reboot.
was a reboot. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
an HBO show
Okay.
now.
Okay. See, that just shows how much investment I've had in that.
I mean, I'm not super invested in it. I like the movies a lot. But I'm not like going out of my way to, watch Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I'll be honest with you. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
watch it.
I'll watch it if I end up getting HBO at some point, but like at the same time, I don't, I'm not going to subscribe to, you know, uh, HBO to watch one show or two shows.
Yeah, understandable.
I mean, the only reason why we're subscribed to what we're subscribed to now is because the kids, you know, uh, I mean, I wouldn't have Netflix if the kids weren't watching it all the time. Um, so I don't even know if I would even have Hulu if my wife didn't watch it all the time. I would be like a YouTube Premium Disney Plus, maybe plus one more type thing.
Right.
Or like that third subscription would alternate between the other ones just because I'd want to watch something. So
yeah, but in my honest opinion, I like the way the boys ended. I'm satisfied with it. So I guarantee you, there's going to be people who are all upset, about things, but you know, uh, I feel like it was definitely handled better than the Game of Thrones ending was.
hmm.
Because like
they didn't have
because
they didn't that show didn't or that show doesn't have an ending technically because
yeah,
the books
yeah, it
aren't
doesn't
done.
because the books aren't done, and here's the rub: I don't think the books are ever going to get done.
Sure, they will. When he dies, they're just going to fold those other ones in, and then they're going to fold the scripts in for the show, and then AI is going to write it.
Well, no, apparently, like one of his I can't remember who specifically, but somebody that's
Like his
related to him
ghostwriter, his
has a
kind of like
yeah, somebody that's related to him is supposed to have like the roadmap for what he wants. But
mhm.
here's the thing: I told a couple of people, and they definitely didn't like what I had to say about this. I think they used the Game of Thrones show as a proving ground to see how people would like if the books wound up a certain way. So the ending we got in the books was probably one of the original drafts that George Martin wanted to do, and then
Mhm.
everybody was like, "No, not that way." So now you can turn around like, okay, well, yeah, like that's a TV show that was going on after past where the point where the books were.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's the way I feel about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's always like somebody's always mad when something is like. I mean, this happened with Captain America: Civil War, also, right? Like, so the movie really has nothing to do with the Civil War comic book, like at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but they called it Civil War, and it's like, well, what? I mean, what are you going to do though? Like what? Civil War would need like a 7-year arc TV show, premium
yeah,
TV
yeah,
show.
which is crazy because the events of Secret Invasion is actually more close to Civil War
hmm
than Civil War is to Civil War.
hmm Yeah, it's as somebody who's rewatching the MCU right now as like comfort food while I work.
You're rewa
Um,
oh, I haven't braved that. Are you watching everything or just the movies or the
I'm
TV
watching the
series?
movies right now. Well, I'm
Mhm,
watching the movies right now, but
mhm.
I did pin Agent Carter and Agents of Shield to my Disney Plus playlist or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna
Did
I'm
you
gonna try to give Agents of Shield another go, LeRon.
Okay, yeah. Whatever.
Hey man, I'm gonna have a lot of
Whatever.
free time soon. So
Honestly, what honestly pisses me off about the whole Agents of Shield thing.
is that they did
I
the
was the
multiverse
o-
thing before the
I was the
multiverse?
only person. I was the only person I knew in all my vast circles, that actually watched it.
Hmm.
The only one. The only one that actually watched it, that actually liked it. I don't understand. I don't understand what the I people will literally sit up here and watch 14 years of The Walking Dead, but won't watch 6.5 years of Agents of Shield.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it honestly, like for a while. I feel like I have been trying to keep up with a lot of other things,
Mhm.
but like because I have so many things to do now that don't require me to be like either on camera or like in the office or whatever for work. Like I feel like I need that background show, right? And I feel like Agents of Shield is just one of those shows where like I don't have to be like my eyes glued to the screen the whole time to understand what's going on, but I want to watch it. You know what I mean?
If you never watched it, then having a show on the I
I
I
watched
don't
I
understand.
watched
I
the
don't
first
understand.
I watched the first like 10 episodes.
I've never understood people that do that. They're like, I just need something on in the background, so they put something on that they've never seen before, and then it's
Oh, I
like,
do it all the time.
wow, I can't. I can't. I can't.
Dude, you know
Let's
how
put
many
it this way.
movies, you
Let's
know how
put it
many
this way.
movie spoiler casts I've listened to without ever watching the movie, and I just know all these things about movies because I've listened to podcasts about them and never watched them.
Okay, I mean, okay, I get that, but I've always felt like if you put something on in the background, that means you have some intent to like watch it, you know?
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know,
I do
so
want
like
to I
if you have the intent, just go ahead and make the investment. Like I always put on stuff that I have already seen before. That way nothing can pull my attention away from, like, okay, if it's a background thing, it can't pull my attention away from the stuff that's supposed to be like, paramount to like what I'm doing for that day.
well,
Um
what I mean by background, right, Laron, is like I'm sitting on the couch with my laptop posting
mhm,
clips to the youtube.com/Boss Clips
mhm,
channel, right? And as I'm generating the captions, right, and waiting for them to process,
mhm.
I want something to watch while I'm waiting for it. I'm not like running the vacuum or something, right? I'm not like I'm over here and my TV is over there, right? And it's
Yeah.
just loud, right? Like, no, I'm sitting in front of the TV. Stuff's got to get uploaded, man. These
Mhm.
clips, people want to comment how much, Ed and I look like Morgan Freeman and Fred Durst. So on our last episode for some reason.
What?
Yeah, that was a comment.
Someone
That's a
said
real
Ed looks
comment.
like Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, that was a real comment. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I don't remember which show it was on.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
someone also yelled at us saying that Xbox and PlayStation going back to exclusives will help consoles sell too.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
Yeah, they will. I think
How okay,
it'll give people incentive to buy the consoles. Is what I'm saying.
okay, so first of
Nobody wants
hear me out
nobody
here.
wants new
At
consoles though. That's the
at the
problem. We're
at the priced consoles are right now, you're telling me one
no,
$80 game is gonna have you go out and spend $800 for a
no,
console.
I'm saying in general, in theory, exclusives help sell the box, and I think the Xbox
Exclusives do
situation
help
proved
sell
that.
e exclusives
I'm
do
not
help
saying people are going
sell
to
the
go out and buy
box.
a $900 console. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying on paper, when consoles are normal prices,
What's
normal people
normal?
prices.
What's normal? I don't
I
think
don't know
I don't
anymore,
think we're
man.
I don't think we're ever gonna go back to $500 consoles anymore. I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
I
And this is me
I
being
I,
an optimist. This is me being an optimist.
I mean the $500 consoles. I mean the ROG Xbox Ally is $500 right now. Did you see that?
Yeah, the basic one, the one that no one gives a damn about. If
Mm-hmm.
if I got up here on this podcast
Better than
3
800.
months ago, if I got up on this podcast 3 months ago and said, "Do not spend your money on any of the Xbox ROG allies," why would you buy one now at the price that it is at that price, at that sale price?
I'm not buying one. I'm saying I saw it on sale. Also, Metroid Prime 4 is half price today at GameStop. It's the deal of the day.
At GameStop.
It's a new copy, right?
I don't shop at GameStop. Do we know it's new? Do we know it's new anymore? I don't know.
New
like
online.
The BS that their CEO has put us through like over the last 3 weeks. I don't trust it.
Yeah. That Sharpie marker on that yellow envelope with the cartridge inside that says new.
but bear with me for a second here because I feel like I should have been here for that conversation last week.
Well, we're having it today.
Okay.
It's our main topic of the show. So we'll talk. We're going to get there.
Was a topic of conversation last week
we were touching on it. We were touching on because it was a kind of reported on that Xbox is looking at returning to exclusives, and we were kind of talking about how, if they're going to do it, they need to do it now, sort of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my thoughts then. I'm gonna hold my thoughts. But yeah, I haven't really it's been a hell of a couple of weeks for me here. Like I said, like I was off last week because I had real life things going on. I really didn't play any video games at all last week. As a matter of fact, I think I turned on like an NES simulator and played some Bionic Commando for like a little bit. Didn't even play half of the game and just turned that off. I didn't really do any gaming. TV shows, like I said, I just wrapped up The Boys, the series finale. The show had a lot of ups and downs. Like there was definitely a whole bunch of jumping the shark stuff going on. I know, like, because they've made an expanded universe now. Because now The Boys is over, and also Generation V. Gen V is over. Gen V's over. Gen V's over because of a couple of things, Gen V's over. There's 2 new shows coming up, Vought Rising and another show that I forget that escapes me. So
it's the Soldier Boy one, right? That's
Vought Rising.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Vought Rising. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, all that's happening. So, like now they have the VCU. So there you go. The Vought Cinematic Universe. Yep.
They did it.
So there's more. So there's more of that stuff coming along. So just be on the lookout for that. I started that Showtime show, Shameless. Me and my roommate are watching that. That show is unhinged.
That show's crazy. My wife and I watched like the first 7 seasons of it, and it was so unhinged by like season 5 or 6. It made me uncomfortable to watch it.
That's like me and my roommate. We were in the middle of season 2, and the crazy part was like we were watching it, and my roommate and I, we were like, it feels like it hit an equilibrium. Like some of the stuff is not shocking, and as soon as we got that out of our mouths, like the shocking stuff came back, and it came back in like triplicate, and it's like, oh my god, like
yeah, it'll get you.
I've seen TV shows depicting dysfunctional families. Number one, how's the writing team keeping track of all this stuff? I know this show's got 11 seasons and they're 12-episode seasons. I know for sure this show's going to jump the shark at least 7 times by the time I get to the end of it.
Yeah. I only watched like the first 6 or 7 seasons, but yeah, I would the first 2 seasons are tame
hilarious though. The show's hilarious though. I will give it that. Like there's never an episode. There's not been an episode yet where if you don't get 5 laugh out loud moments in every episode, you're dead. You are a dead person.
Yeah. I had a huge crush on Emmy Rossum in that show. The main girl.
Yeah. Fiona. Yeah. But what's crazy is like
the dad is crazy too.
I like all the characters, and even the dad is jacked up. I mean, there are a couple of characters that I can't be sympathetic for right now. Like the girl Lip keeps chasing. Like I've tried. I understand why she's troubled, but at the same time, I'm like, nah. Like I've lost sympathy. How is it that I've gained sympathy for Frank and lost sympathy for this wayward girl? You know, that makes zero sense.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just this
Yeah.
show is crazy. You're gonna flip flop 1,000 times on every single character. I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you.
man. All I know for sure is I love, V and Steve. Not Steve, I'm sorry, V and Kevin. They're they're they are the they are the 2 most solid characters in the show.
Hmm. Yeah, dude. When I first saw that show, I'm like, is that the guy from Reba?
Yeah,
Reba's
it is, it
I know it
is.
is, but it was like that's a
Oh my god,
that's a weird.
the nudity is off the chain.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
I'm glad I'm not a millennial or a Gen Z, 'cause I've noticed there's this weird discourse going on now with this young generation of people who are actually adults now, where they're like,
Hmm.
everything's too violent, everything's too sexually charged, everything's all this. I'm like, okay, number one, like this is the world. Like y'all need to wake up to the fact that this stuff actually is happening in real life. I know it seems sensational when you watch it on television, but it is happening somewhere in the deepest, darkest corner of Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, wherever. And I know I just called off a bunch of red states, but I guarantee you that crap is happening in blue states too.
Hmm.
This stuff, this is real life. This is Trust me. Trust me. The reason why you feel like it's written out of the imaginations of somebody in a writer's room is because somebody in real life imagined this stuff and is doing it in real life.
Hmm.
Y'all need to wake up. Y'all need to wake up because trust me, like it could be a lot worse what you're seeing on TV and in movies and reading and hearing in audiobooks and all this stuff. It could be a lot worse, you know. Um, but yeah, like it's crazy. It's crazy, and I mean, like this, like TV and movie TV and movies are definitely a way to get a look at the psychological thing, look at everything. I mean, like we don't sit here and we don't think about some of the stuff. Like, okay, so like if we look at if we look at Shameless, like the actual cast of characters in Shameless, if we actually look at them for what they are based on, because these are actors and actresses that are of a certain age, portraying people of a certain age. Some of these
Hmm.
are teenagers, some of these are preteens, some of these are babies, some of these are grown ass adults, some of them are geriatrics and stuff like that. You know, like but guess what? This stuff is happening in real life to real 7 and 8 year olds, boys and girls, old men and old women, everywhere. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian is happening to people everywhere. And the discourse is that you need to pay attention to this stuff so you know what to look out for in real life.
Yep.
It's also
Yep.
entertaining. So be entertained and wake the hell up. Like trust me, y'all are people are saying like certain things are woke, like
It's
like how like Star Trek got woke. No, like a show like Shameless is woke as fuck because Shameless is showing you for real what the world is like and you're not paying attention.
yeah, it's also like the generation behind us too grew up with the internet and all this stuff kind of readily available also, which is like, you know, we didn't have the internet growing up
I'm
until, like the late 90s,
I
maybe
feel like I
2000 if
feel
you're
like you're
lucky.
gonna need I feel like you're gonna need to censor this after I say it. But
Yeah, it's fine.
did the internet pussyfy everybody?
I mean, kinda, yeah. Have you been on Twitter lately? Or in the last
I'm
decade?
I'm on Twitter all the time. Oh, by the way, my Facebook account got indefinitely suspended. Apparently, I'm
Why?
a bot or I violated terms and conditions of Facebook somehow.
Well, stop posting nudes. That's not what Facebook's for. It's called
I
Facebook,
don't
not
I don't do that on Facebook.
it's for your face, LeRon, not other body
I
parts.
don't do that on Facebook. Not on Facebook.
Ugh. Facebook, man. It's weird.
Yeah,
Weird
and
stuff.
so right now I'm in this weird place of where like, do I even want to like just start a new account? Like, honestly, Facebook is the reason why I got sick and tired of social media. Even though I'm on social media, Facebook is the reason why I'm sick and tired of social media.
I mean, Facebook isn't even like a real social media network anymore. It's just
Not
ads
anymore.
for,
No, it's
you know what I mean?
it's
Like
bullshit. It's
their social network is Instagram, and
I I I
it's like,
already Yeah, like, I already had a fundamental problem once I found out what they were doing with this with our data and the stuff that we shared on the internet, I
mhm.
that gave me the biggest case of ick, and that's been going on for, like, the last 8 years now because we've known about this stuff. We've known about this stuff, like, this is a whole linchpin of a freaking of Obama's 2nd term when all this stuff was coming out. Like, Senate Judiciary committees were happening and all this stuff behind how Facebook and social media was handling all of our information, and when all that stuff came out, I was like, "This makes me feel so dirty," and,
Well,
like
AI is gonna be even worse, like, the way people want AI to be used, right? Like, people
Yeah,
that don't
yeah,
understand what it's useful for, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
so,
Yeah, more
you know,
social commentary. I know our audience is eating this up tonight. They're like, "Man, what
hmm,
LeRon's on one tonight." But you know what? It this is life, and welcome
it's
to
where
your
we're at,
life.
man. It's where we're
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
This
It's
is
crazy. It's crazy, and I just wanna talk about video games. I'm sorry.
I just wanna talk about stuff that I enjoy and not be hated for it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, which, you know, I've been playing South of Midnight, Iran, and
Oh, oh, another game that pissed people off.
so I actually, like, really love this game. I'm in chapter 3 right now. I've played for about 3 hours. I'm really only about it's probably only about an hour and a half in because I have to
Mhm.
run around and look for things, right? Like a real video game person does. Every corner I have to go into, every door I have to try to open, all those things. But what I was telling Ed on Pow Block this weekend was it's really nice to see a game visit themes and subject matter that
Mhm.
people want to amplify, but it's often forced or ham-fisted or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And it's really nice to see this take on, Southern Black culture, Bayou, Louisiana, kind of New Orleans vibe. Uh, it's really nice, and like the story's really cool. I think Hazel is an incredibly well acted character, the main
Mhm.
character. I want to reach out to the voice actress and see if she'll come on a spotlight episode or something. But
That would be cool. That would be cool.
I I really love this game. It's funny. Hazel's mom actually reminds me of my ex girlfriend's mom quite a bit. the way she like the way she talks and the way her hair is always wrapped up and like the way she inflects and stuff. It's really brought back a lot of memories from that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I really am enjoying the game. I love and like what really surprised me too is they showed, this isn't a spoiler. It's in the first like hour of the game, and it's literally what the game is based on. Like, so the whole premise of the game is she's a weaver, which is like a in voodoo magic, kind of like a magic wielder, kind of healer type person, right?
Mhm.
She rids the demons and everything away from our world. But she doesn't know it, and she ends up getting these powers. But when she finds out how to use these powers, or she can sense the weaves kind of coming through, right? Like the threads coming through. When they show certain aspects of it of her ancestors, they're showing like runaway slaves and like
They're
different
showing real
time
history.
periods. Yeah, and I'm like, wow, this is like really cool, and it doesn't feel ham-fisted or like flag waving. Look at us, we're showing this. It's like it feels like an expansion of the story that they're trying to tell, and it's really, I don't know. It felt kind of refreshing, especially with I haven't played this game yet. I don't plan on it, but like all the discourse going on around mixtape, right? That
Mhm.
game mixtape, um,
Mhm. I know what you're talking about.
and like games like Life is Strange and stuff. Some of that stuff kind of feels. forced and cringy and whatever. This doesn't feel like any of that. This just feels like this is the story they're telling. This is the backstory in the history of her people, and this is how we're gonna explain certain things. And it's like that's nice. That's cool. And some of the side characters are really interesting too. There's this like this trailer, this big white guy living in the trailer down the street from her named Bo. And he's like always drunk, and his dog is he like goes out of his way to say that his dog's not the one pooping in everybody's yard. That his dog is a gentleman and he wouldn't do that. It's pretty funny. The combat's pretty cool too. It kind of feels like it almost feels like a slower version of something like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. And then you have your kind of press X to do the finishing move type thing. And so it's kind of cool. I'm really enjoying it a lot. Like I can't wait to play more after everything's
Nice.
finished. So I'm actually kind of shocked at how much I'm enjoying it right now. It's also not insanely difficult, which is kind of nice at the moment.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say it's not a difficult game to get into and play.
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of like old school God of War 2, like God of War 3 a little bit. So yeah, I recommend it. Obviously it's on Game Pass, it's on Switch, PC, PlayStation. So and then I've also been playing a little bit more Marathon, and like I said, I've been zooming through the MCU, LeRon. The last week and a half.
When we talk next week, I will have started Pragmata.
Nice. Yeah, I really liked that demo, and then I got sucked into South of Midnight, and I was like, well, I'm already into this game. I should probably play this now. So, man, dude, I forgot how, like, speaking of the MCU, like how remember how amped we all were for the first Avengers movie and how quaint it feels compared to everything else that came afterwards.
Yeah.
um,
Honestly, Marvel MCU phases 1 through 3 was amazing, in my opinion. I do feel like there were a few projects there that felt like filler and stuff like that, but it was as someone that's into that type of geekdom,
mhm.
yeah, it was like it was a wonderful time.
Yeah,
I think once we got into phase 4 and we started with the TV shows, not saying anything's wrong with the TV shows, not saying that. I feel like we got overloaded. We got overloaded, overstimulated.
uh-huh. And what it didn't help that it just still kind of feels like they never really had a plan for those phases either afterwards, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what was the first movie after Endgame? Was it Spider-Man was the first one?
Yeah,
Far From Home,
Far
right?
From Home, yeah.
Yeah. Like that felt like, okay, well, Peter's clearly dealing with, the loss of Tony or whatever. But then and then they did what, Black Widow, which was, I mean, still
Black
like,
Widow was a good movie.
yeah, I agree. I liked it a lot, but it was like,
They
I feel
just
like that movie should have came out before Endgame.
Yeah,
Like
well, you saw
in the
if you
bookend,
watch the
but the
movie.
bookends were just introducing characters, right? Essentially.
Yeah. If you saw them if you watch the movie, this is for the audience, because I know you watched the movie, Corey. That movie definitely took place between the events of Civil War and Endgame.
Hmm.
They should have just
Yeah.
found a place to put it in there. As a matter of fact, they could have ran Black Widow the same time they were running Captain Marvel.
Yeah. That's probably when it should have come out,
That's probably
honestly.
yeah. That's honestly when it should have came out.
Um, and I mean, I don't really understand why it didn't, except for the fact that like, were they even thinking about a Black Widow movie at that point?
I feel like they never really considered it, and Scarlett Johansson, because she was executive producer for it. She had to like launch a lawsuit to get
Hmm.
to get the thing at, like, because like it was supposed to be in theaters. And then
Mhm.
they're like, "Nope, we're gonna put it on Disney Plus," which, like,
Well, it came out during the pandemic too, though. That was the
yeah,
other thing.
yeah, 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 and,
Not to, like,
but
defend
yeah, so,
Disney or anything, but
and I wanna say, wasn't that the movie that start the whole, like, spend $30, $35 to rent this movie, for, like, these few weeks, and the thing is, like,
Mhm.
you can only play it, like, for a certain amount of hours,
Yeah, you could essentially watch the movie twice in 2 weeks, and then
in 2
you had
weeks.
to
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I was like,
so
man, number 1, I had Disney Plus subscription, but there was no way they were gonna get an extra $35 out of me just to watch this movie when I knew it was gonna be available, like, a month later.
yeah.
It
Oh,
there was just so much wrong, but yeah, but yeah, honestly, by the time we got into phase 5 in the MCU, like, I was really running on fumes at that point. There are still projects in the MCU that I have not seen yet. I haven't seen Fantastic Four. I haven't seen, uh I haven't seen
I
Fantastic Four. I never saw Eternals. Um,
so I I hated Fantastic Four. I thought it was so boring. I was so bored the whole time.
it looked like it was a boring movie.
I'll tell you what was good though. Thunderbolts was really good.
Thunderbolts. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Thunderbolts was good. I'm trying to think what else came
I
out.
haven't seen I haven't seen that because of all the shit talking people did about Captain America: Brave New World. That kinda pissed me off. The movie I enjoyed.
I
The
liked
the
it.
way the
Yeah,
way
but we
people talked
also we also are the only 2 people on the planet that apparently like Secret Invasion. So,
Yeah.
like what
I I
and
here's
I'm
the thing
telling
about
you the only reason why people did not like Secret Invasion is because they found out the intro scene was made by generative AI. I'm
which
telling you
is
that's the only reason.
yeah, 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 because Secret Invasion, in my opinion, was a very solid series. Was a very solid series. I only have one gripe about that show, and they killed off one of my favorite characters in the entire MCU.
Maria Hill.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That is
Spoilers, I
my
guess. Sorry.
one gripe about that show, and guess what? The fact that I even got to see her on screen, I was happy, you know?
Mhm. Yeah.
You know? But yeah, like, I mean, I I will say this, I've always felt like everything that was centered in the Captain America Shield side of the storytelling for the MCU has always
Mhm.
been my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Has
It's
always been my
definitely
favorite thing.
it's definitely always
So
been my it
so,
just
like,
it feels
Falcon and
like
the Winter Soldier, oh my god,
mhm.
that is one of the best projects they did on
Yeah.
MCU television.
Yeah. I would also say, Thunderbolts kind of falls into that camp.
Good. I need to see it. I need to do myself a favor and do that and see that.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I like the grounded stuff more than the, like, cosmic stuff or, like, the,
Mm.
kind of the artsy whatever kinda stuff, right? Like, I really like the grounded stuff the best, as somebody who's made it all the way up to the first Spider-Man movie now over the last 2 weeks. Um, like, even man, I don't know, I even I'm, like, halfway through Ragnarok right now, Thor Ragnarok, and it's like,
I never saw the 4th movie, the 4th
I
Thor
still
movie.
don't I still don't know if I like Thor
What was it,
Ragnarok.
Blood and Thunder? Is that what it was called?
Love and Thunder, yeah,
Love and Thunder, thank you.
yeah. I still don't know if I like Thor Ragnarok.
I like Thor
Uh,
Ragnarok. I feel like it was such a departure from the previous 2 movies though that, like, I don't know how I feel about it, but I actually
mhm.
like the movie overall, and in all ser 'cause I did not like the original Thor, the first Thor movie. I feel like Thor: The Dark World was a better movie, but, everybody looks at me like I've lost my mind when I say that, but I feel like Thor: The Dark World was a more solid movie.
Look, I
Um
prefer non-bleached eyebrows on Chris Hemsworth than I did. Remember when they did that to his eyebrows in Thor?
Yeah,
Gosh. Oh my gosh, and then
yeah,
Natalie Portman when she sees him transform into Thor for the first time, like, in the costume the first time at, like, when he's
yeah.
fighting the destroyer at the end or whatever, and she says, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it's the cheesiest line I've ever heard in my life." Uh, but whatever. It's fine. Who cares? I also like I really like the first Captain America movie also.
Mhm.
My one complaint is like the whole thing is like it feels really grounded in like a nice like period piece superhero movie until you get to Red Skull's obnoxiously hilariously long car. Just how long that car is. And it's like it doesn't fit at all in any of this, you know? Like it really doesn't fit at all in, in this. But man, what a Red Skull, man. What a scary character that is.
I wouldn't call him scary.
No, I just meant like the whole concept of like he's so evil that his skin peels off and it reveals a literal red skull. It's creepy. But yeah, I still think I really liked Captain America: Brave New World too, though. Harrison Ford, man.
I liked all the Captain America projects. I really did.
Mhm.
I liked all of them. So from Captain America to the Winter Soldier to Civil War to Brave New World, you know.
Still waiting on the Disney Plus show where he returns all the Infinity Stones.
Is that a thing?
Dude, that show's been rumored for so long.
Oh, see, I hadn't heard anything about that.
That's been rumored since before Disney Plus was even a thing.
Oh,
Like
then I don't know
at first it was
I don't know
rumored
how
to be
I
a
missed that then.
movie. And then it was, a show, and then it was like now it's just people making creepy AI posters for it, and it's like, man, come on, guys. Anyways, MCU, man. It was a time. Those first 3 phases, man. It was a time. But I'm excited because I've only seen Black Panther once, and I'm gonna watch it next.
I've seen I've seen that a few times.
I don't remember
I liked
anything about it except that his suit turns purple for some reason.
Mhm.
It's the only thing I remember. And then he hops on, he like jumps on top of a car at one point.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You know what movies I don't like that everybody likes are the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
I liked the first one. The second one was bullshit. The third one was good.
I do not like them. I tried. I just
You know what? Maybe I need to rewatch the first one because I want to say,
the first one's
maybe
much better than the second one, but I still just am like, if I never watch
Mhm.
these again, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, I can also say, and I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel like they're so weak. I mean, James Gunn is a phenomenal director. I don't know why I feel like they're weak. You know,
Yeah,
and
I don't.
I actually like the Guardians of the Galaxy comic books. So I don't understand like why like these. I feel like Ant-Man resonated with me better than Guardians of the Galaxy did.
hmm Yeah, Ant-Man's fun. The first one's really fun,
Yeah, yeah.
except for that awful wig that Evangeline Lilly's wearing in the entire movie.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
right?
gosh, who thought that was a good idea? Who thought nobody'll notice? That looks great. Oh my gosh, that wig was so bad, dude. The cut, like the square cut
And
bangs.
the
Oh,
sad part is anytime I see that hairstyle on a woman, I already know it's a wig.
yeah,
Anytime I see that hairstyle on a woman.
yeah. It's not a real hairstyle.
Like
It's not.
one of my favorite characters in Tekken, her name is Anna Williams, and she has that hairstyle. And every time I go into, I immediately go into the character customization thing, and I change her hair because I cannot stand that hairstyle.
Yeah, it's like what's going on here? It's why I think we think it's a wig is because in every movie where a woman dresses up in disguise, that's the haircut she has,
That's the
and
hair.
it's always a wig. It's
That's the
always a wig.
hair.
It's usually black or red, right? Like
Yeah,
that's the wig,
or like
right?
auburn brown. You know.
Yeah, it's like we everybody knows it's the same thing when like that scene in in Civil War where Cap and Sam are sitting at the bar with baseball caps and sunglasses on. It's like,
yeah.
that's just we know you're trying to be in disguise. Okay, we may not know who you are, but you look suspicious, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
everybody knows. Everybody knows the baseball cap is the disguise. So.
Oh no, I guess it's the same. I guess the same way no one knows Clark Kent Superman when he has his glasses on.
Yeah. So you know what's funny about that? I saw a meme the other day of a woman who had glasses on, and then there's a picture right next to her without her glasses on, and somebody said, I can see why people can't tell Clark Kent is Superman because she looks totally different, but it's the same person, but I don't know what it I can't remember what it is or who it was. So anyways, not important, I guess. No, what is important though, LeRon? Let's talk about. We like to talk about video games here, sort of, sometimes. We have a couple topics. Oh, wait. You know what, LeRon? Why don't you tell us what's on the DL this week?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
The all DL, right, so, the download, the games you can buy, the big games you can buy this week.
Yeah. All right. So this is on the DL. The upcoming games coming out for this week. Memorial Day week. So let's get started on this. All right. So I can already tell you right now, this game, my most anticipated game, I will be getting it day one. We've got on the 27th, 007 First Light coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, and the PC. Guess where I'm getting it at? Guess what platform?
You're waiting for that Switch 2 version at the end of summer. We know.
Yes, which apparently has been canceled, I think.
It's not canceled. They came out and specifically said we're not pulling a Borderlands 4. It is coming out.
There we go. Okay. All right.
The CEO said it. The CEO's like, I don't work for Take-Two. I will make sure this game comes out. I was like, whoa.
So in 007 First Light, it is your turn to earn the number. First Light is a thrilling espionage action adventure game from IO Interactive. You know, that little team that was behind that little game called Hitman. You know, that franchise. All right. In First Light, you follow James Bond as a young, resourceful, and sometimes reckless recruit in MI6's training program and discover the origin of the world's most famous spy. Corey,
can't wait.
I've been looking forward to this game because I've needed a game that was going to fill the gap that was left by Uncharted. I need this.
Yeah, it looks great, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait, especially now that like there are rumors swirling around that Marvel, that Captain America Black Panther game might be in trouble, which is Amy Hennig's next game. It's like, man, I can't wait for this. I was going to get it on Switch 2, but I can't wait that long. I can't wait. I'm gonna get it on Xbox. I'm gonna just plop it down. Here we go. Right, 007. Can't wait.
We've got 2 entries coming up on May the 28th. The first one is Echo Generation 2 for the Xbox Series consoles and PC. In Echo Generation 2, you embark on a sci-fi deck-building RPG odyssey. Your favorite type of game, Corey.
Day one.
Build your crew, master powerful decks, and uncover the truth behind a growing cosmic threat. Deal the cards, defy the cosmos, and embrace the future. And then also on May the 28th, we have Pictonico for iOS and Android. Pictonico is a free-to-start mobile game by Nintendo that transforms your smartphone photos into hilarious WarioWare-style micro games. No, thank you.
It is a mobile game, by the way, everybody, from Nintendo. It is a mobile game. So
Yep. Players manipulate pictures of themselves and their loved ones via the touchscreen to survive absurd challenges like zombie attacks, carnival games, and quirky costume changes. I guarantee you some people are going to abuse this with the stuff that's in their photo roll, but you know what? Who am I to judge? And then lastly, on May the 29th, we have Mina the Hollower coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, Switch and Switch 2, and the PC. In this game, you take control of Mina, a renowned hollower hurtled into a desperate mission to rescue a cursed island. Whip foes, burrow through the ground, and explore a pixel perfect world in Mina the Hollower, a brand new game from developers who brought you Shovel Knight.
Can't wait.
Mina Hollower's going to do good, but 007 is where it's at.
Yeah. The thing about Mina, though, it's only $20. I'm kind of surprised it's that cheap. I'm going to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah, I thought it would be a $30 or $40 game.
I mean, Shovel Knight on Switch is $40. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I guess you get that full package with all the campaigns and the card game and the multiplayer stuff, but still, like,
right.
I would have thought that this was, I don't know. I would have bet at least $30, which I still would have paid for it, right? I mean, I'm not, but they're giving you a steal.
Yeah. Well,
go support Mina. We need Yacht Club to make more games, specifically Shovel Knight 64. Chop chop.
Well, there you have it. Those are your new notable games coming out for the week. Four titles to pick from. Please hit us up in our various chats or on Discord. Let us know what game you're most looking forward to, and we'd love to talk to you about it as we go along. So yeah, looks like Pragmata as well as 007 will have to be like games I talk about.
Yep, I can't wait. I'm really excited for 007.
Yeah, yeah.
That's if my son.
Something about me. I've always been a very big James Bond fan. So the fact that we're actually getting a 007
game, we might get a cast announcement soon. Did you see that?
Yeah. Who you thinking it is? I think it's gonna be what's his name.
Wish it was Henry Cavill.
Huh?
I wish it was Henry Cavill.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Henry Cavill.
I know. They said they wanted to play Bond for at least 3 to 5 movies. I'm like, tell me you can't get 3 to 5 movies out of Henry Cavill?
That's gonna be what's called Aaron Taylor Johnson, which I'm all right with because technically they shouldn't have killed him off in the MCU.
Man, I don't buy him as James Bond though.
I can get behind it. I mean, my pick was Idris Elba.
I mean, that was my pick too, but it was my 2 picks were Idris Elba and Henry Cavill, but clearly not happening.
Racist Brits. I mean, semantics got in the way of that.
Man, do I have to put a EU political ad sticker on this video now since you said that?
All right,
man.
Our listeners in the United Kingdom know exactly what I'm talking about. Or the people who listen to this show and watch this show, in the EU and in Great Britain, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like they don't have a problem with what I'm talking about.
Do they even know what you're talking about?
Well, let's put it this way: the people who have the sentiments about why Idris Elba it should not be James Bond are also the people who helped bring about Brexit. So, food for thought.
I don't want to think about that. I don't live there.
Remember, if you don't fuck with politics, politics will fuck with you. All right, let's talk about some games.
All right, let's do it. All right, LeRon. Big news this week. PlayStation announced the PC pullback. And they're going to leave some PC players behind for their exclusive games.
This thing we knew about for 4 months because of Jason Schreier's big mouth?
Yeah. For years, PC gaming, I don't know why I said it like that. PC gaming has avoided the kind of problem that platform wars that define the console space. Whether you preferred Steam, Epic Games Store, or another launcher, most major titles eventually found their way to PC, including blockbuster PlayStation games like Ghost of Tsushima and Marvel's Spider-Man. But that openness may be changing. Reports from Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg and comments from Herman Holst suggest Sony is shifting away from bringing single-player narrative experiences to PC at launch, or possibly at all. While the strategy makes sense from a hardware and ecosystem perspective as Sony looks towards the future of PlayStation, it's still disappointing for PC players who value higher frame rates, portable play on devices like Steam Deck, and the freedom to enjoy these games outside of a closed console ecosystem. LeRon, you're the PC guy. You're the ROG Ally guy.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling all right about this?
I'm pissed. Because in all seriousness, even though I have PlayStation 5, the only time my PlayStation 5 gets turned on most days is when I have company over or, when one of my military buddies is, in town on leave and I let him borrow it. I let them
Mhm,
borrow it, so like
mhm,
that. My PS5 was designed exclusively. Well, I got my PS5 because of my commitment to being a video games journalist and slash podcaster and content creator, as well as like for absolute exclusives. When Sony introduced that PlayStation, like first party games would show up on PC, I was willing. I'm a PC gamer. I was already waiting 3 or 4 years for certain games to come out, like Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PC, you know?
yep,
So yeah, I was already ready to wait for, like, upwards of 2 years for, like, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, Returnal, like, those games to show up on PC. It was guaranteed money. It was guaranteed money that I was gonna spend, versus money that I may not spend, on that $600 brick. And I'm
mhm.
calling it a brick lovingly because my PlayStation 5 works. It works fine. Um, but ultimately, something about this just doesn't feel right because they're saying first party is going to sell first party games are going to sell more consoles, which
Mhm. Y
on paper that sounds very true, but for the most part, we are now getting into a world where there was a time when like everybody where like the majority of gamers there was either a PlayStation or an Xbox in the household and a Nintendo console. And the only time that deviated is if a PC was involved. If a PC was involved, there was a PC involved, and maybe one of the Microsoft or PlayStation machines was in there, and possibly a Nintendo machine was in there. But then the world kind of changed, and because of cost and expense, with PCs, for example, like building a gaming PC is not cheap. I know this. I know this. I work in IT, and one of my specialties is I build custom computers for people, including gaming PCs. I know they're not cheap. And when you do get a cheap one, you are very fortunate and lucky if it plays 1080p up to 120 frames per second with no issues. You're very lucky and fortunate if you get one of those because nowadays PC gaming is an investment, but guess what? PC gaming was always an investment. It was always an investment. It doesn't matter how far back you look at it. Um, so PC gamers learned a long time ago that we had to be patient and wait for PC ports of these console games if we were not willing to spend, like the extra amount of money for consoles. And let's look at this now. PlayStation just hiked the price of PlayStation Plus. This is a few months after hiking the price of the PlayStation console. Microsoft upped their price. Nintendo just upped their price. Consoles are getting more expensive, and guess what? Games are also getting more expensive. There's this thing in the news right now where investment banking is trying to force Rockstar to hitch up the price point of GTA 6 because overall it will make more money for investors than it
I
will,
mean, I
and it
I
won't
I
be.
think the base version of that game's coming out at $80,
What's
and there's gonna be
what's
a $150 version of that game, you know that.
Yeah, the $150 version of that game is probably going to be like a limited edition.
No, it's gonna be you get, money, shark cards or whatever. It's not even gonna be anything tangible.
Mhm.
Um,
Basically, I saw this in the headline somewhere, and I'm starting to believe it. The gaming industry is going to shrink. It's going to shrink because number one, we're being priced out of gaming. We're being
yeah,
priced out of gaming on two fronts. We're being priced out on software, and you know what? Kudos to Nintendo for apparently they're going to universally change the price point of all their games real soon
they
here
already they
to
already
like
did.
kind of like, huh?
Yoshi's the first one. Their digital games are $10 cheaper.
I thought
Star
I
Fox
thought
is
all the
only
games are. Wait, I thought
no,
I thought
it's well, it
digital is cheaper and
mhm,
physical is still regular price.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, I thought it was I thought I heard somewhere that across the board, it was all getting lowered.
Well,
Maybe
it's
I read that
they
wrong.
Nintendo says they can only control first party, but they encourage third parties to do the same.
Okay,
But
okay. Yeah. But,
you know how that goes.
consumers are being priced out of the entertainment, and entertainment is how people forget about some of the worries of the world that's going on around them, like, crap, we have the United States is embroiled in a conflict that nobody asked for.
Mhm.
Nobody asked for, and it's making things a lot difficult for us right now. Like, shoot, I drove
It's
past
hard to even drive
okay,
to
like
work.
yeah, I know, right? Yeah, like yeah, like I was kind of reeling from the fact that, like earlier today when I was out because like I do a I'm pretty mobile for my work because one of the things I do is I also go and attend, like small businesses and offices and stuff that we have service contracts with and stuff like that.
Mhm.
This morning at I want to say like 11 something, I drove past a gas station and gas was advertised at 4.27. And this is in my area of Virginia. I know gas prices are crazy all over the place, right? So I
Mhm.
drove past that place somewhere between 11 and 12 o'clock today, and that gas station, their price was 4.27 a gallon for regular. My roommate and I, this evening around 6:30 ish, we decided to go out to grab something to eat. I drove past that same gas station and it was now $4.57 per gallon for regular. And
Mhm.
I was like, "Shit." It went up 30 cents. It went up 30 cents in the span of in less than 8 hours in the same day. Like
Mhm.
usually that price changes overnight. But I noticed that and I'm like, and this is the stuff that people are dealing with. Everything's getting more expensive. And when entertainment gets expensive, and when I say entertainment, I don't just mean video games.
Mhm.
Prices of all the streaming networks are going up, you know?
Mhm.
Prices of, movies are trying to get cheaper, but the price of concession stand stuff at the movie theater is going up,
I mean, did
things
you
like that.
see how much that those popcorn buckets are now?
I
They're
don't
like
care about a
40 and
popcorn
50
bucket.
bucks. I know,
I
but
don't
like
care about
the
a popcorn
souvenir
bucket.
I know, but people like that's like a thing. Like people collect popcorn buckets.
I know they collect them. I know they collect them. It's just
Disney
more
want like
it's just more crap to have, like, stacked up.
yeah, I know.
Oh, man. But yeah, like, the one thing gamers have always had, as their safety net is the ability to play video games, stuff like that, you know? But, the fact that now it's getting more expensive uh, for a one-time hobby, and there's no it's diminishing returns. Like, generationally speaking, like, graphics aren't getting that much better. Games are not getting that much
That's exactly
faster.
what Ken Levine said. Did you see that
Yeah.
interview?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Games are not getting much more faster, you know, uh the cost to develop games is getting higher. We got to pay motion capture artists, we got to pay voice actors and all this stuff. And I'm not saying these are bad things, but these are causing the cost of games to go up and stuff like that, or it's causing the budgets to go up, which is causing the developers and the publishers to say, "Oh, $80 is a fine price for this game. $90 is a fine price for this game. $100 is a fine price for this game," and stuff like that. Um but this right here was Sony pulling back first party on PC. I've heard so many arguments about this online where a lot of people were saying PC didn't move the needle enough for PlayStation to care about it. You know what? Because guess what? They've got droves of people who already have their console. This was just extra money they were going to make. And guess what? They weren't even going
Uh-huh.
to spend that much money in the resources to port them. As long as they ported the games correctly, they weren't going to spend that much money. Here's the problem. When they port a PC game and it comes out a trash port and then they have to spend new resources to fix it over time, that's when they lose the money on the investment,
Uh-huh.
you
Yeah.
know? But, ultimately, like, I can't guarantee wait, didn't I say this, like, back in February? I'm not guaranteed to buy a PS6 day one. Not like how
Oh,
I
I'm not
bought
buying anything day one now. I mean,
not like how I
this
bought a PlayStation 5, a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation Vita, a PSP, a PS2, PS1 day one. I shoot, and I bought the rehashes of the consoles. I bought the PS1 when it came out, the little mini. I even bought the one that had the little flip top screen on it. I bought that when
Mhm.
it came out brand new. I bought the slim PS2 when that came out brand new. I bought two of them because I modded one. you know, uh, shoot, like my day one PS3, like shit the bed on me after like a year and a half, so I had to buy the new one. The one that didn't have the emotion engine in it, which I was pissed.
Mhm.
And then ultimately that one rubbed me the wrong way too, where I wound up having to buy one of those ugly little ones those ugly PS3s that came out. Uh my PS4, my PS4 actually I didn't have to replace that one, and I did not buy a Pro because that's when Pro systems showed up. I bought a Pro console at all.
I bought the series or the Xbox One X,
Mhm.
because the base Xbox One was so bad. Uh, but that was really the only one I've purchased. Um, I just don't look. I mean, especially like on the PlayStation side. No offense to the PlayStation, but like the there's there's rarely a reason that is worth it, in my opinion, if you're a console gamer to upgrade to the Pro version. I mean, like some
Yeah.
games run better, right? Obviously, like Final Fantasy Rebirth is the big one, right? But like, I don't know. I just think that these and the way things scale now, like PlayStation 5 is going to be the new baseline now, right? For the next decade when
Mhm.
the PlayStation
Yeah.
6 comes out. And like they have to release those consoles next year, the Project Helix and the PlayStation 6, they have to because of not because they're being pressured by investors or because they think they need it, but because of the component shortage in their place in line,
Mhm.
essentially, right? Like if they
Yeah.
say no, we're not releasing it, then they
The
go to the back of the line.
the one console I may buy at launch, I take it back. The one console I may buy at launch is whatever Sony's handheld is gonna be.
It depends on how much it is.
Depends on how much it is, yeah. Yeah, that's the only one. But I mean, this logic that, first party is going to sell more consoles, like, let me ask you a serious question.
Mhm.
You're gonna spend $770 to play one game, whether that is the next God of War game, or whether that's the next Call of Duty game, or the next Madden game. You're gonna buy one game, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna spend nearly $800 to play it? I
I
don't
mean,
see that.
I think it depends on what game it is. I mean, everybody has their franchise, right? Or their,
Everybody has their hey, Monster Hunter Wilds came out broken as hell, and the best place to play on was PS5 Pro. And guess what? I did not do. I did not go out and buy a PS5 Pro.
right, but you already had a PlayStation 5. If you didn't have a
I already had a
PlayStation 5, would
PlayStation
you buy?
5. I had a PC. I had a PC that game struggled on for the entire first year it was out. And I don't
Um,
have I don't have a chumpy computer.
I just I just don't again, like I don't have I'm not in the same space as I was, 10 years ago at this point, right? In terms of money and games and everything either, right?
And
Like,
that's wild because, Corey, we have grown people money.
yeah, it goes with my kids now though. So,
We have
so,
grown people money. You
um,
know you know, we finally understand what our parents went through when we had to ask them for this shit.
yeah. And like, I just, again, these consoles, they used to get cheaper because they were being subsidized by the games, right?
Yeah. Not only
But now
that
the,
not only
but
that,
now the games are so
the parts got
expensive.
cheaper to manufacture, which drove the price down.
Yeah, because the parts were outdated when the consoles came out,
Yeah.
because they have to lock in like 18 months in advance, at least.
Here's
And
a way we can fix that problem. Stop letting the wrong people in the office that control the economy. Stop letting these people get into positions of power. Stop that.
I mean, who are you talking to?
Making
I
make
agree.
make informed decisions when you go cast a vote at the ballot box, and do me a favor. Don't write in Harambe on the fucking ballot. or I'm automatically your enemy.
Oh my jeez. Um, is that meme still a thing? Is that still happening? It's been a long.
I
It's
don't
been
know.
too
I
long
don't know
now,
what it
right?
was. I don't know what it was for Harris versus Trump, but it definitely was a thing for Clinton versus Trump and Trump versus Biden.
Man, I mean, these are all just terrible people. Can we get
Yeah,
somebody good in there?
yeah,
Somebody who
yeah,
cares, please.
yeah.
Someone.
But you know what? I am a little upset that PlayStation appears to be prioritizing console exclusivity again, including games like Ghost of Yōtei, Saros, and Marvel's Wolverine. I wasn't guaranteed to buy Marvel's Wolverine, if it was coming to PC, but I know now I'm not. I know I'm not going to get it for PS5. Like Ghost of Yōtei, I may have no choice but to buy that for PS5 because I really want to play that, and I want to play that on the PC or at least on my handheld on my ROG Ally X because Ghost of Tsushima ran so well on it. Just, you know,
Mhm.
Saros, I want to play that game. So now I'm wrestling myself with do I get this game on PlayStation or do I just let it go and not play it?
Yeah, I mean, again,
Um,
it depends on what you really want to do, right? I mean, it is also Soros might be Housemarque's last game. It's only sold 300,000 units.
because guess where it would have sold at on the fucking PC.
I mean, I don't know, man. It just feels like such a niche game. Plus, it was $70. Like that game should have probably been 40 or 50.
Nah, I feel like $70 is probably the right price point for it. But, also, like, hey, they had some A-lister acting talent behind that, voicing it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
but
I'm
there
telling
again,
you.
like Sony built the hole that they've made this crater, and now they're trying to climb out of it. Like I mean,
Oh
they're
yeah,
the
like the
ones that
86
really
like the
started the
87
cinematic HBO style video games, right? I mean,
like oh, so we're not gonna talk about the 87 million, on Bungie?
no, I'm saying
'Cause,
with like Uncharted and stuff, right? Like
mhm,
they like started these big blockbuster AAA single player experiences, right? And like now everything just costs so much money and these things cost so much to produce. Like,
yeah.
like how do you turn around, and they're closing all the studios that don't make them essentially, you know?
Now
Um,
now what's weird about this whole conversation though is that multiplayer games still have a future on PC, with Sony apparently like, not abandoning it entirely. Like, multiplayer titles like Marvel Tokon, is still planned for PC releases. And
mhm,
Sony, I feel like Sony's being greedy here because they're picking and choosing where they want the money to come from. They know
mhm.
they know there's a competitive scene, you know, in multiplayer games, fighting games and stuff like that on the PC side. So they're willing to take the risk on that.
Well, they said
Um
they didn't say multiplayer games weren't coming to PC. I think Marvel's
huh?
Tokon's still coming to PC.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. That's what I meant. They're not abandoning that. They're not abandoning that on PC.
Yeah.
Um, and
Okay.
of course, live service and community driven games, of course, are going to like have their home, on PC because that's kind of where the meat and potatoes are at there. I just, you know what? I'm not going to complain too much because they could have pulled everything back. You know, Helldivers could no longer be on PlayStation, I mean, on PC. You know what I mean?
Helldivers is
Destiny,
on Xbox.
Destiny and Marathon could have gotten pulled from PC. You know what I mean?
Well, I hope not. Those are the only places they're selling right now. So, um, man, no offense to Marathon, but geez, the console player count is low, dude. I don't think I've ever match made with a console player. They're all Steam players, every single one of them.
That's the
Um,
other thing too, that's the other thing too, console has its niches. Yeah, like, there was a time when, playing Call of Duty, Halo, and all this stuff, you want to be on a console. It dramatically shifted, like somewhere along I wanna say in the middle of the 2010s is when it shifted. Um, that more that more and more people are playing on PC. It probably had something to do with bigger lobbies, bigger player counts, all that stuff. You got your keyboard and mouse fanatics that and NVIDIA Reflex came out, which made playing first person shooters a hell of a lot more competitive.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, like there's a shift. Uh, this I'm tired talking. I'm tired talking about this.
I mean, you know what? I'm going to shift direction here a little bit, LeRon, for you on this topic. You don't think that this is a defensive measure against the next Xbox that will play PC games?
Oh, I think it is. I think it is. I'm not saying this
Supposedly,
was the original. I'm not sure saying this is the original plan. I feel like because like this whole thing about Sony pulling back PC releases, this thing had been a rumor since like what, December? This thing had been
I
a
think it's been longer than that. Whenever,
yeah.
when did Ghosts of Yōtei come out?
That was like November, October. That was October last year.
October. It's been
Yeah,
floating around since then because they usually like somebody leaks the PC kind of release window once it hits
yeah,
console,
yeah.
and there was none. People were talking like,
Yeah.
I don't think Ghost of Yōtei is coming out on PC.
Yeah, this wasn't so this definitely was not a reactionary thing based off of Microsoft back then, because back then it was like the series consoles was the last console Microsoft was gonna do. Or at least the
Yeah.
last console Microsoft was gonna do seriously, because the Xbox ROGs started becoming a thing, and now it's like, oh, this is where they're shifting.
Mhm.
So, that was the conversation right there. I think, yeah, what you said right now about PlayStation this being a reactionary thing because Microsoft has a new console coming out. Oh, I definitely am on board with that. And you know what? I'm happy for them that like this is the move. I'm happy for them, but I also feel like this might be a bad move. But what do I know? I only play fucking games. I don't make them. I don't publish
I, w-
them. I don't distribute them.
I want to know what the metrics are for them in their like their are they seeing a decline in console, like the games on console? Are they seeing a
They
decline in
are.
that?
They are. Like, I
Um,
mean, like, they
because
have
like
to
I
be, like.
mean it sorry. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's I feel like these games I mean, I feel like if you're a PC gamer, you're not really going to play on console unless you absolutely have to anyway. And even then, it's like, well, there are 1,000 new games coming out tomorrow that I can play and just not worry about it. Oh,
Mhm.
well, it sucks. It's like, I mean, it's how it used to be when, you had a Super Nintendo and your friend had a Genesis and like, oh, I
When
can't play
well, here's something else
Alter
too, like,
Beast.
here's something else too, like, PC gamers are not this is gonna sound so offensive, but PC gamers are not as spastic as console gamers are. Like, PC gamers have, like, set games that they play all the time. Like,
Hmm.
if you look at my Rolodex of games right now, as a matter of fact, hold on, let me just pull up my Steam dashboard right now.
Oh
I
boy,
will
here
tell
we
you
go.
I will literally tell you, Tekken, Monster Hunter Wilds, DJ Max, Respect. I loaded up Metal Slug Tactics last week, oh yeah, a little game called Final Fantasy VII Intergrade.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
what a
and this is on top of the library games I have. Like, shoot, I pumped nearly 100 hours into Balatro. Yeah, you know, um,
those are rookie numbers,
like
man. Get them up.
yeah. I still have to finish Horizon Zero Dawn, on PC. I have a ton of games, but I always have like a main set of games I'm always playing. Like one of these games is in my heavy rotation at least every week.
Yeah.
One of those 5 games I just mentioned. Well, not including No Slug Tactics because I got that for dirt cheap. I got it for like $1.49.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the problem with like games as a service in general now, right? Is like, not to switch topics too much, but like everybody has their game as a service this time now, and it's like hard to
Mhm.
get into another one. I think I'm actually quite surprised that Marathon is as popular as it is, and I think that's only because they have Bungie's name behind them, to be honest with you, and like a bunch of Destiny fans were hungry for something new, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like not obviously not game loop wise, but gameplay wise, you know, a Bungie shooter is a Bungie shooter. So man, exclusives, man. I want to talk about the Xbox stuff, but we can talk about that on the next show, just because we have kind of been running long, and I know we've both had like really weird long days, and I want to hit on this Capcom stuff specifically for you, LeRon.
Because Capcom is my favorite third-party company, and that
I
there's
know
no sarcasm in that.
see, LeRon, I'm always thinking of you. Okay, you
I
know,
love you too, man.
always thinking of you. You know what I mean?
I
They
think
don't call it
Capcom
Monster
is
Hunter for nothing. Am I right?
I think Capcom has been my favorite third-party publisher since the days of the NES, honestly, because I think about all the games I owned on the NES, and m a good majority of them were definitely Capcom games. The Mega Man games, Ghosts and Goblins, Section Z, Bionic Commando, uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? There's some other ones that I'm having a hard time thinking about, but shit, like the fact that I had like 4 of the 6 Mega Man games
I mean,
on the NES.
they did a lot of like Disney licensed games that were pretty good too, and
Yep. Yep.
you know,
Yep.
I mean, like
Yep.
DuckTales and
And then that just and then it just kept going. Capcom games across Game Boy Advance, Capcom games across Super NES, Capcom games across the Genesis, Capcom games across the PlayStation 1, the Sega Saturn, the Sega Dreamcast, the PS2, the PS3, the PS4, the PC.
Mhm.
Man,
Yep.
Capcom is my company.
They they can't miss right now, LeRon. Here's kind of the breakdown. They release their financials. Their everybody. It's financial season, LeRon. It's financial year reporting season. Uh, there. I mean, everybody's kind of as expected, except for like Capcom had a. Oh my gosh, what just happened? What did I do?
I saw that. I saw that weird shift.
What did I do? Whoops. All right. Capcom. They have apparently had a record-breaking year. Resident Evil as a series has passed 200 million in sales. Capcom continues to dominate the gaming industry with another historic fiscal year, marking 13 consecutive years of operating profit growth and the highest sales and profits in company history, LeRon.
It's
Leading the
fantastic.
charge is Resident Evil, which has officially surpassed 200 million units sold worldwide, thanks to the success of Resident Evil Requiem and the enduring popularity of the franchise overall. Also, it helps that those remakes are on sale for like $10 all the time. Every like 2 weeks, those things are on sale. Combined with strong performances from Street Fighter 6 and Devil May Cry 5, which I'm surprised that those games are on here. They're kind of older. Although I guess Street Fighter has the DLC Fighter Pass, right?
Street Fighter 6 has been doing the work that Monster Hunter should have been doing.
Yeah, and they keep
Because
putting out that DLC stuff.
because like for the last 4 years, Monster Hunter was always like a mentioned title, and
Mhm.
like whenever there was announcements, like when Capcom had its 9th year consecutive profit earning, its 10th year and its 11th year and its 12th year. Notice in this 13th year, it's Resident Evil, Street Fighter 6, and Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry
Mhm.
5, which by the way has been re-released.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there's also that rumor that they're remaking the first one.
Yeah, but there's also a little game called Pragmata, just
Mhm.
came out.
3 million units, man. New
Yeah,
IP.
Capcom is doing the damn thing, Shit.
Yeah, they're um I mean they
Capcom
really haven't. What was their last like quote unquote miss? Dragon's Dogma 2, maybe? I mean, even
Yeah,
then it was like a good game, but fans just were like, it's not as good
yeah.
as the first one. They weren't really like mad at it, I feel like.
Capcom is doing right now what Square Enix used to be doing back in the 90s.
I mean, dude, don't get me started on Square Enix, man. everything they do
Square
is a
Enix
failure.
is
It seems.
Square Enix. You know what? Square Enix needs to do what Nintendo did for a while and just let Capcom publish their games.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, why not? It's man, you look
God,
at
all those Nintendo games, all those Zelda games that were published by Capcom. Oh my God, that was a glorious time.
yeah, it was what the two Zelda. Well, it was what three Zelda games really,
Three
if you
Zelda
include Minish
games.
Cap and
Yep.
what was the other one? There was one other one too, but
You had Link to the Past. Yeah, Link to the Past, Minish Cap, and
no, it was the
for,
two Oracle games.
yeah, that. We're going back to the Game Boy.
Yeah,
The Game Boy Color. Yeah,
yeah. Just
yeah. Because
just
I
saying.
was like Link to the Past for the Game Boy Advance and the Minish Cap. I forgot about Oracle and Seasons.
Yeah. So I mean, Capcom, man, they know what they're doing. I would be real.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how good Onimusha is later this year. Right? That's still coming out this year, right? And then obviously there will be like several more Resident Evil remakes, but Capcom, man, they clearly know what they're doing. They've built one of the most.
Hold on, we got a comment from Nick. SGF.
Oh boy.
I'm missing. So what's SGF?
Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My brain is definitely not firing tonight.
Dude, my brain has been shut off for 2 weeks, so it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I am ready for Summer Game Fest. I'm really interested to see, because the Xbox showcase is the first one, I think, on Sunday night. I'm really interested to see Asha Sharma's first on-stage appearance and what she's going to say. I wonder what her stage presence is going to be.
I wonder that too, actually.
I'm just like, I'm really fascinated with the Xbox, kind of what's going on over there right now. And like, look, as a fan, as a disgruntled fan, but a fan nonetheless, obviously I think everybody wants Xbox to succeed in one way or another because it provides some competition for PlayStation. But also, like, they have such an amazing library of IP that they could be using, and they aren't, which Ed and I also talked about last week. Like,
well, they fumbled like
look,
the entire arsenal that they inherited the last 2 years. They fumbled it all.
look, Asha Sharma, and we're besties now. Okay, here, I will write you a list of IP that you own, and I will tell you which developers to go to make these games, and you can have it for free. Have it for free. Just
You sure you don't want like 1%?
I mean,
1% is a lot of cash.
I'll take a Project Helix box if you want to give me that.
Oh my God, you are the cheapest freaking date. Oh my God.
Hey, I know what I want.
Man.
Okay.
Man, if this is all it takes, hey man, I got something for you.
Hey man, you see that rock on her finger? She ain't going anywhere. Anyways, well, I got distracted. Oh, IP. Like, we were talking about, like, where's the Viva Pinata Animal Crossing game? You're selling a handheld. Animal Crossing is the biggest franchise in the world. You have like 3 franchises that would fit that perfectly. Like, where is it?
Another developer that they've done a disservice to. Rare. Well, come on, man.
Rare, Toys for Bob. The 75 Activision studios that are now Call of Duty map makers. Like,
yeah.
I mean, even Vicarious Visions is now like Blizzard Albany now, right? They're doing Overwatch help now.
Mhm.
Like, man, I digress. I'm gonna back up, because if I go down that road, we're gonna be here for another 2 hours. And I do kind of want to sleep tonight, since I've only slept for like 15 hours the last week and a half. So I think Capcom deserves all of the credit for turning their kind of development cycles around, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
after Resident Evil 5, they were like Crapcom, right? That was like their name. That was their nickname. You know, they put out a couple
Right.
bad Mega Man games. They put out Resident Evil 6, which, look, I kind of liked it, but I'm also not a huge Resident Evil guy. And I also only played the Leon Kennedy campaigns. It really doesn't matter.
I played the entire Resident Evil 6 and I enjoyed it, but yeah, for what it was, like it was kind of bullshit.
um, I think that obviously those Resident Evil remakes and the repositioning of Resident Evil 7 kind of started putting them back on the map, right? Like I really feel like those were
Yeah.
the foundation of them turning around, and then Monster Hunter Worlds became the hit that it was, and that just from there they just took off. I feel like I
Yeah,
do
Monster
wonder
Hunter
how. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Monster Hunter World did like it it basically like put like Capcom on a whole new level,
Hmm.
because it got casuals to play Monster Hunter in
It
a
got
way
me to
that,
play Monster Hunter.
yeah, like in a way that only the hardcore like me were playing Monster Hunter.
Hmm.
It and I could talk about this all day, but like the one thing I will say is Monster Hunter World changed the way I played Monster Hunter. And that's
Yep.
wild considering the thousands of hours I had put in the Monster Hunter games before World came out.
Hmm. Speaking of Wild, did they ever turn things around with Monster Hunter Wilds, or are people still going back to World?
Uh people are here's it's the sales for Monster Hunter. I'm sorry, I've been hitting my leg with a massage gun. I hurt myself last week when I went for a 4 mile run. Um Monster Hunter Wilds, like the player base is coming back, but I think at this point because this last title update was put out to be the final title update before like the expansion comes out.
Hmm.
Everybody's lukewarm until the new expansion comes out.
Yeah. So their last free update is soon, right? And then the expansion, they're probably going to reveal that. I would imagine Summer Game Fest, right? That seems like a decent place to reveal that.
I'm thinking Summer Game Fest is gonna happen.
I'm I'm very curious to see what Capcom has up their sleeves, because like they still have that Mega Man game coming out, right? That new one.
Yeah, which I'm amped
Um,
about that.
mhm. So I don't know. Any final thoughts on Capcom's positioning here?
Hey, just keep doing what you're doing, Capcom, because you're doing it well.
Yeah,
You're doing it
Capcom's
well,
doing it
and
well.
I mean, like I said, I just bought Pragmata, you know. Um,
Yep.
I am, and I do have Resident Evil. I did get Resident Evil Requiem, but I don't know when I'm going to play that.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably. I don't know. Here's the thing: I own all the Resident Evil
I got
games up
I gotta
to
play that. I gotta
7.
play Resident Evil Requiem on my PC. I can't play that on the ROG Ally.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's fair, right? I mean, that's totally fair.
It, I would have already played it and beat it if I could play on the ROG Ally, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I mean, I didn't say this at first, but I'm playing South of Midnight on Switch too. Not even playing on Xbox, where I had it for free for a year and a half before it came out on Switch.
Well, I bet it play I
Um,
bet it plays fine on the Switch too, though, right?
yeah, I mean, it looks really nice. It runs at 30. Um, doesn't run at 60, but it runs at 30 on in handheld mode at least. I haven't played it on the TV. If I was going to play on the
Uh-huh.
TV, I would have just played it on Xbox, to be honest. But um,
Right.
I just love laying on the couch playing my Switch while I'm watching TV or something. So,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, man, Capcom, keep doing your thing. We love you.
Yeah.
We hope you continue to win. Continue to win. Speaking of winning, we won. We won this episode, and we won a prize of bedtime. So we're gonna get on out of here. Unless you want to talk about anything else here, LeRon.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Are, are
No.
you LeRon's got something cheeky going on the side here. You see his face. He just
Oh,
got
I'm
real
just
excited.
looking. I'm just looking at the best settings to play Pragmata on the ROG Ally X.
It runs good on the Switch too. I'll tell you that. So it should run better on
If
the
it
ROG
runs good on the
Ally.
Switch too, it's going to run phenomenally on the on the ROG Ally X.
Yeah, it runs at 40 frames a second on Switch too.
Actually, let me see something. Maybe someone discovered a trick for Final Fantasy. Not Final Fantasy, I'm sorry, for Resident Evil Requiem.
Man, that's another game I need to finish too. Jeez.
Because honestly, for the most part, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Damn it, I looked at the wrong thing. That was the Xbox ROG.
Oh no. Summer Game Fest. Can't wait. Excited to see what's announced. So, all right, we're gonna get on out of here. I want to thank everybody out there for watching or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. A lighter episode tonight, but we still had a good time. LeRon, glad you're back. Glad you're all right.
Yeah,
missed you.
I missed you too, man. Like I said, it was just unfortunate that things went the way it did last week, and I couldn't make it.
Hey, things happen. Life happens, and you can only do what you can do. So,
yeah.
Ed filled in, and it was really weird talking non-Nintendo stuff with Ed for an hour and a half, but we did it, sort of.
I mean, he has opinions, right?
I mean, yeah.
He always has opinions. That's the problem.
Ed always has opinions. And you can't talk him out of it, which is partially why we love him and want to slap him at the same time. Speaking of slapping, LeRon, I appreciate you. Nick, thanks for joining the chat. Appreciate you. Got to get you on soon, Nick.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like next week.
Oh, I love that. I love that one episode where he kind of popped in and popped out. That
yeah, it was awesome to edit. Loved it.
Yeah, his energy is something else.
Anyways, everybody out there, like, subscribe, share, rate, and review. Check out our website, bossrush.net. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/bossrush network, where you can get 1 week early access to Gamescast, and Expansion Pass. You get the audio versions of interviews and more stuff over there. If not, no big deal. Subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/bossrush network, and our various other channels. Thank you so much for watching and or listening. Until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
So long.
If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/bossrush network. You can choose the tier that's right for you for as little as $1 a month, and you can even follow us for free. Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Francisco Santillan, Celeste Roberts of Read Only Magazine, Christian S. of Franchise Festival, Todd Oxtra of Fandom Foundry, Making Fun of MacGyver, Chat of the Wild, a Legend of Zelda podcast, and Sana Dirrig. Thanks for your continued support of Boss Rush Media and the Boss Rush Network.